Welcome students. Commutation rules of spin operators. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഫസ്റ്റ് നമുക്ക് എസ് ടി എക്സ്പെരിമെൻറ്റ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. സോ ഹിയർ psi is the general state or the initial state, and suppose there are 2000 particles. Then first measurement is z component of the spin. We are measuring z component of the spin, and we will get upspin and downspin, particles with upspin and downspin. About equal intensity, that is 1000 particles in each case. We will get two states, that is Sz plus and Sz minus. Then next measurement. So this is a pure ensemble. It's an example of pure ensemble, Sz. Then we are measuring the Z component of the spin. So this is the initial state now, or the pure ensemble, and first we are measuring the Z component of the spin. Then we already blocked the Z minus, so we will get the Sz plus state, and here the 1000 particle, here also 1000 particles. Now second measurement is X component of the spin. So we will get two states, or the two eigenvalues, plus h cross by 2 and minus h cross by 2, and nearly equal intensities, that is equal number of particles in each state, that is 500 each, Sx plus state and Sx minus state. So again, this is the input initial state. It's an example of pure ensemble, and we are doing two measurements. First one is Z component of the spin, and second one is X component of the spin. So ഇതിനെ നമുക്കൊരു മാത്തമാറ്റിക്കൽ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ ആയിട്ട് എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും? So first we are measuring the Z component of the spin. So what is the operator here? Sz is the operator. Sz is acting on this gate, that is Sz plus, because Sz plus is the initial state here, and here Sz plus is the initial state here, and we are measuring the Z component of the spin. So here the Z component of the spin means here the operator is Sz. So Sz operator is acting on the gate initial state Sz plus. So the operator is acting from the left to right. That's why we can write in this form. Then again we are measuring the X component of the spin. So here the operator is Sx. So we are measuring the Sz. Sz is operating on Sz plus. Then next one is Sx is operating on the Sz plus sequentially. Now this Sz plus, the result can be expressed as the linear combination of Sz plus, and we know that the probability for getting Sx plus state is 1 by 2, and probability for getting Sx minus state is 1 by 2. Therefore, the expansion coefficient is, we know that probability is expansion coefficient square. So this is probability. So expansion coefficient is, we can take the square root of this 1 by 2, that is 1 by root 2. So that is the expansion coefficient. So 1 by root 2 Sx plus 1 by root 2 Sx minus. Now the second case. First, here the two measurements. First one, Sz is acting on this gate. Next, Sx is acting on the gate. And we can consider the second scenario. Here again Sz plus is the initial state, and first we are measuring the Sx state. Here first we measure the Z component of the spin, second one is X component of the spin. Here first measurement is X component of the spin, and the second measurement is Z component of the spin. So here X component of the, when we measure the X component of the spin, we will get two states, that is Sx plus and Sx minus, including nearly equal particles or nearly equal intensities. Then we are not blocking Sx minus. Again we are measuring the z component of the spin, then we'll get sz plus and sz minus, because here total particle is 1000. So here also total particle is 500 plus 500 is 1000, and we are we made a measurement SGZ, that is Z component of the spin, and we'll get SZ plus state and SZ minus state. So the mathematical form of this mathematical form can be represented as SZ it is acting on the SZ plus state. Here Sx is acting on Sz plus state. After that Sz is acting on the Sz plus. Here Sz first, the second measurement is Sx. Here Sx first, second one is Sz. Then again it can be represented as the linear combination of Sz plus, that is 1 by root 2 Sz plus 1 by root 2 Sz minus. So here we can, when we analyze the result, Sx, Sz, we just change the order. First Sz, Sx, then second one is Sx, Sz. Just change the order of the measurement. Then we got two different results. Therefore, Sx, Sz, this is not equal to this one, because we got different results when we change the order. So this is not equal to this one. So in general, this is an Sz plus state. In general, for any arbitrary state in a vector space, Sx, Sz alpha not equal to Sz, Sx alpha, where alpha is the any arbitrary vector in the vector space. Therefore, the operator Sx, Sz not equal to Sz, Sx. That is, Sx, Sz minus Sz, Sx is not equal to 0. So this can be expressed in this form, a commutator form, that is Xx, Sz is equal to Sx minus Sz, Sx into Sz minus Sz into Sx equal to 0, or Sz, Sx equal to commutator Sz, Sx equal to Sz, Sx minus Sx, Sz. It is not equal to 0. So these are commutator. Here, if this is not equal to 0 means Sx and Sz, these two operators are non-commuting operator. If it is 0 means these are commuting operator. Here these two operators Sz and Sx are not commuting operator. So in general, when we consider two operators A and B, AB not equal to BA, that is AB minus BA not equal to 0, that means the commutator AB is not equal to 0. That means A and B are non-commuting operator. If AB is equal to BA, then we can write as AB minus BA is equal to 0. That is commutator AB is equal to 0. In this case, A and B are commuting operators. Here AB, it is acting on an arbitrary vector ket alpha. AB alpha is equal to BA alpha. That means AB is equal to 0. If AB alpha is not equal to BA alpha, then AB is not equal to 0. So this is, in this case, these are non-commuting, and in this case, these are commuting operators. And these are identities of commutator, that is AB is equal to BA. If we change the order, there will be a minus sign. Then IA is equal to 0. I is the identity operator. So I into A minus A into I. It is same, which is equal to 0. And here A is the small a is the scalar. So commuting relation between, that is AB is equal to commutator A is equal to, which also equal to 0. And commutator of the same operator A is equal to 0. And here also another result, AB, these are A, B and C are three operators. A, B, C can be written in this form. And also A comma B, C. This can be written in terms of, in the form of this. Next, commutation relation of Sx, Sy, Sz and S square. Here we represent Sz plus state as ket plus and Sz minus state as ket minus for simplicity. Then we know that we already derived these operators. We found out the value of this operator as Sz equal to h cross by 2 ket plus bra vector plus minus ket minus bra vector minus, and Sx equal to h cross by 2 this relation and Sy is equal to h cross by 2 this relation. We already derived this in the previous class. Then we can find out the commutation relation, that is Sx, Sy. First we are considering Sx and Sy. So these two. We are multiplying these two. Then h cross by 2 into h cross by 2, h cross square by 4. Then here this term into this term. Here 2 terms, here 2 terms. So total 4 terms. So first this 2 terms, that is minus I ket plus bra minus, because first one is Sx. So ket plus bra minus. Then next is ket plus bra minus. Now here is an inner product. And inner product between two eigenkets is orthogonal. So it is 0. And next is first term and this term. And we can multiply these two terms. Then we will get this product. Here also one inner product, and when we are applying the orthonormality condition, this is equal to 1, and again this term into this term and this term into this term, and we will get the result like this. Here also this inner product equal to 1, here this inner product equal to 0, and now the result will be I h cross square by 4 and this result. Okay, but what is this one? This is equal to this Sz. Here h cross by 2, h cross square by 4, and h cross square by 2 into this term is equal to Sz. Therefore, we can written as Sx Sy is equal to I h cross by 2 Sz. Similarly, Sy Sx equal to, when we are doing the similar calculations, we will get Sy Sx equal to minus I h cross by 2 Sz. Therefore, these two terms are different. We can subtract for getting the commutation relation, that is Sx Sy minus Sy Sx. We will get I h cross Sz. That means commutator Sx Sy is equal to I h cross Sz. Similarly, commutator Sy Sz equal to I h cross Sx, and Sz commutator Sz Sx equal to I h cross Sy.